concert. We opened, of course, with a march, and I know that Carson did too, and he and I had not discussed this, but the interesting thing about it is when you get, I'm not talking about Carson, but when you get to be my age, and you came from the band director world, you didn't play a concert without playing a march. That's just the way we were brought up. And so you either start or end with one. And so we started today with one that was pretty challenging for them, an original Carl King march arranged by James Swearengin. And it kind of tested us, but they did a great job. That last number that we played, I took a few minutes working with the kids about the difference between reading notes and rhythms and playing music. And hopefully, when they're in a setting like this, of which they may never be again, well, this same group, of course, will never be together again, but the challenge and the wonderful opportunity that they have when they're outside of their own school and they're with kids from other schools with that difficult level there, you can really make some wonderful music. And that music was a piece of music that was commissioned by Johnny Benson about a young 7th grade girl and her mother who had been killed in an accident. And there was one little section that had the flutes going, and I said, you need to imagine that, because he took it from Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing. It's the angel wings, the angels that came down and took them up, and then they made their ascension up to heaven. And so I tried to talk that through to the kids, and they did a great job interpreting that and taking it just from a bunch of notes on a page to music, and I think they did a super job with that. Our next number that we're going to do was probably the most challenging in the whole program that I set, and I loved it because when I was in high school, I loved his music. And I still love working with high school groups that do Clifton Williams. It's just one of my favorites. I played him in high school, played his music, I've worked with high school groups, and this is a nice arrangement of two of those numbers out of Symphonic Suite. It's the Chorale and the March, and it's a little challenging. But I wanted to see if there was a group that could do it, it would be this Northwest group of kids, because I knew the musicians that came out of this area and the band directors that they were so fortunate to have. So listen closely to this. If you've never played any of his music, it's exciting, it's interesting. Those of you that are high school, you probably played Symphonic Suite. So don't judge us because it's not to that level, but it is exposing these kids to what excitement they're going to have once they reach high school and do this grade 6 piece of music.